Hi, my name is Alessandra Naprowski. I'm interviewing my mom today, Araceli Naprowski. Just to give you a little background before we start the interview, my mom is originally from Mexico, so her first language is Spanish. Okay. How old were you when you started learning English?
I was 12 years old.
And how was the process of when you started learning English?
Over there in Mexico, you start learning English when you go to middle school, and because in elementary school we have 6 grades, so it's kind of like being in 7th grade uh, when you start learning English, and it's pretty much just learning vocabulary.
Okay. And before you started over there, did you know anything prior to beginning class, or was that like your first encounter with the English language?
Maybe some songs, like children's songs, but nothing like pollito chicken gallina hen. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Are children or adults better at learning a second language?
um, Children,
Children. Why would you say children?
because the children are eager to learn things, and they say like they're like a sponge.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that adults don't want to learn. It's more difficult. We tend to have more how can I say, concerns about things like, okay, if I what if I don't say it right, and be more um what is the word, just try to speak and try to say you made a mistake. So
Mm-hmm. And now, when you married Dad, you knew some English, but you weren't fluent yet. So do you think being in seventh grade it helped you to develop your English more when you got married when you were an adult?
well, by the time that I got married, I knew a lot more vocabulary and probably a little more conversational, but not as it is now. I mean, definitely by living here and being married to an American guy, it makes a lot of difference.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you think having somebody to practice with made it easier as an adult, having to develop it more?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. How important do you think age is in learning a second language and why?
Oh, yeah. What was the question?
How important do you think age is in learning a second language and why?
Oh, well, like I say, when you're a child, then it's easier to learn because I mean, like in my case, I know that even though I, I am fluent and I know a lot of vocabulary, my accent is still there. And when you're a child and you learn anything, uh, when you're little, it's like you don't even think. You just keep going, thinking it's normal to learn two, three, whatever languages you want to
Mm-hmm.
learn. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot easier, and you don't develop an accent at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would have been better if I would have learned when I was little, but it was not the case.
Yeah, it wasn't the case for you. Can someone who is a successful second language learner be a native or near native speaker?
I know that there are coaches that they can help you to get rid of your accent. I don't know how easy will be, um, and how successful you can be, but I know there is some help there that they can, I mean, that you can get that help and get rid of it. But um, if it is 100% sure that you will get rid of
Mm-hmm.
that, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And what would you consider a native speaker to be? What is like your definition of a native speaker?
Oh, well, then, I mean, at that point, I was just thinking about the accent, but there are a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
that you will never get as a native speaker. I mean,
Yeah.
in my case, there is not just the learn of the vocabulary, there is a lot of words that we use in a different way because by living there in Mexico, it's just from like somebody else from another country, they have their own words that they use in a
Mm-hmm.
different way, even though it's the same Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Is they have different meaning in different countries and they use it in a different way. Even like in my case, the words that we use from north of Mexico, they're different than the ones that they use in the central Mexico or south of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it will
Mm-hmm.
never be the same.
Yeah, so they would have to submerge themselves in the country of the language they're learning to become
Right,
native.
right.
So now, since you've been here in America for 22 years now, right? So do you consider
More
yourself,
than that.
well, 23. 23,
Almost
right?
24.
Almost 24 years. Almost 24 years now. So would you consider yourself a native speaker in the English language?
Not at all, because I still cannot tell the different accents. I mean, of course, if it is a British or Australian, yes.
Mhm.
Or even if it is somebody from Europe, I can tell that it's not the American English.
Mhm.
But for me to say, oh, this person has the accent from New York or New Jersey or Oklahoma, is like, no way.
Mhm.
No.
And
At least
then-
not in my case. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if it is somebody else I can tell, but I don't.
Yeah. And what about like the sayings we use here?
Well, there are
Okay.
some that I know, but I don't know if I know all of them.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't think I'm exposed to people, well, a lot of people from Texas, because I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't go and ask, okay, where are you
Yeah.
from? Let me see. No,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me interview, and I hope y'all enjoyed